Hey everybody, Sharp here. Today I want to talk about a concept that doesn't really get talked about a whole lot, especially outside of the pro player environment and the heavily competitive players, so like National League and above basically. And that is seeing the game from your opponent's perspective. Now, this is a concept that you can apply to basically every game of League of Legends, and you can use it quite a lot, and it just basically boils down to like while you're in the server or in the game, seeing the game from your opponent's perspective, meaning that yes, I mean normally you see the actions from your perspective, right? Like, oh, I kill this guy, so I get the gold, I get stronger, I get more pressure, stuff like this. But being able to see your the game from your opponent's perspective, how they're feeling in the game, especially, um, and then on top of that, if you can do that in scenarios where you don't feel like you're gaining a lot, but actually if you see it from the game from their perspective, then they're sweating or they feel like they're in the bad spot or they're getting choked out or they're getting desperate or whatever. So a really good example of this is when you're sitting on Nash Vision and you have the vision like completely locked down. You have full control of the enemy topside jungle, for instance, if you're playing blue side. So uh, you have all the vision. You're not really getting any kills. Everyone's just catching waves. Now let's say you get outscaled. Now then maybe you feel like shit, I'm not getting any kills. I have all this vision, I have all this pressure, but nothing is getting done. Let's imagine this scenario. You can't really do Nash, right? So you can start to panic. I've had this happen to myself and other players too. That they start getting a bit concerned in that scenario because it feels like they should be snowballing and getting more ahead, but it's just not happening. Now, in that specific scenario, what can really calm you down and calm your team down is like trying to put yourself in your opponent's shoes essentially and start thinking, okay, um, so the opponent is thinking like, okay, I'm behind, I have no vision, I can't face check to get back the vision because I'll just die, I can't push up because I'll get collapsed on. Like they're really panicking. So from their perspective, you have them by the balls, like you have them in a chokehold basically, and they're really starting to panic now. Not, first you need to like realize it yourself, right? And then you need to start reassuring your team, and then your team can calm down a bit. And there's a lot of different factors here, especially if you're getting outscaled. But realizing your opponent's mental state is especially key because that that basically dictates a lot of how you should feel. Like if my opponent is panicking, I don't need to panic because most likely they're gonna make a mistake and I can just capitalize on it, and stuff like that, right? So I hope this made sense to you guys, and maybe you can use it in your games as well. Alright, peace.